Okay, this is Tanya McGuire, and I had to tell you all about my little thrift store shopping trip yesterday. I had my birthday yesterday, and my husband was very sweet and did what I asked, which was take me thrift store shopping. And I have to tell you, we go to this place called that has something every month called a pound sale. And I got this whole big pile of stuff. They said it weighed 28 pounds, and at 50 cents a pound, it cost me $14. So I wanted to show you what I got, and with in mind what I have in mind for my junk journals. Let me show you. Start with this. These are some little puzzle pieces. When we were headed out of the store, my husband caught the purple on the ground, and we had to pick up puzzle pieces off the ground. He is so good to me. This pound sale is kind of like dumpster diving, and so you never know what you're going to find. Anyways, I grabbed this. I haven't decided. I think this is really cool texture, and I don't know if it will help with coffee dyeing or painting or using it like a stamp, but I had to have it. And this is the coolest thing. It is some kind of kids' party decoration, and it turns into a giant spaceship. See here? But I just loved these robots and the spaceships. So I'm guessing there's a spaceship journal in my future. This is a huge pack of some kind of cardstock. It's kind of shiny, slippery kind of stuff, but and that probably cost me a couple of dollars because I'm sure it weighs more than a pound. And I had to have this book. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it has these inserts where you can put in photographs, but the flowers in it were just gorgeous. So I'll think of something. And I found a piece of fabric that I really liked. This one is really interesting. I don't know, it's some little panel, but it has a cute little bird. So I don't know whether it'll turn into a journal cover or just what, but it had to come home with me. You have to understand that doesn't weigh a pound, so it didn't cost 50 cents. So, address labels, whole package or close to. Hanging file folders. Now, I already have some hanging file folders, but I didn't have any in this kind of color range. So, mine are all green, boring old green. And I've seen a lot of journals made with those, so I'm going to have to try one out. Had to have this book because look at these beautiful illustrations. I'm going to cause an avalanche here in a minute. And this box of crayons is brand new. Now, I don't like crayons per se, but we have friends that have granddaughters, so they had to come home with us. And some, oh, it went away. Velcro. You always need Velcro for stuff. This is fun ribbon. It's got a metal wire in it. Hubby grabbed these, some kind of snowflake decoration things. This is a whole pad of ledger paper. Is it going to focus? There we go. Brand new pad of ledger paper. And it's big. It's 11 by 16 and a half. Let me grab these. But what he said was, you're going to cut them up anyways. They won't look like kids' drawings when you cut them up. I'm like, and he's right. And it's textured. It's got like a vellum texture to it. Really fun. I saw Shannon Green do a really interesting thing with some flowers, and I've been looking for some flowers to try. So I grabbed these. Now this is laser print paper, and I grabbed it to try to play with. There's always things you can do with certain papers that you can't do with others, so I thought, okay, sure. And these are part of the robot thing. It's a great big sticker sheet. So even if I don't use it as a robot, which I'm sure I'm going to have to do something, I'll cut it up as stickers. These are some little brads. They have 3 prongs, and they were alphabets. And you have to understand, again, this was all for $14. There was lots of golden books yesterday. There isn't always. And this one I just fell in love with. So we'll figure something out. Brand new package of file folders, but not just plain file folders. They're the colored ones. So bright colored file folders. Jeff had to have this. It's a battleship game. And it appears that all of the ships are there. That's the other problem with the pound sale, because it's kind of like dumpster diving. You never know what is in there. So he grabbed this kind of for a friend. We already have one, and we camp, we play games with people. So there was a sewing box. I didn't take the box, but I have in mind to do a sewing journal. So I grabbed these things. This is Dressmaker's tracing paper, and probably never use it as tracing paper, but these are all sewing related. And then they had patterns, and you can buy patterns at the thrift stores all the time, but they're usually, 50 cents to $1. Well, I'm pretty sure this did not weigh a pound for 50 cents for all of them, and so I grabbed all of them that I found. Some really fun, and I use pattern tissue for a lot of things. So, oh yeah, so 70s. Okay. Oh, I like that one. Anyways, then there was some more robot stuff, and I have to show you these. I've got 2 boxes of these, but in these are 3D glasses. So they're just too cool. I just had to have both boxes. And there again, it couldn't cost more than 50 cents, because the whole pile I've shown you so far was $14. And I found a cool music book. Actually, we found several music books yesterday, which is not normal. And one of these is large print. So I got music sheets. This is a brand new canvas board. So I decided it might have to just be journal covers. Jeffrey says sorry for the glare. I'll move over here. Jeffrey says he should be able to cut it up with his saw. I might be able to cut it with an X-Acto knife, but it's pretty hard. And then this is another box of the invitation things for the robot stuff with the things in it. So I got all of this for $14. So we, of course, didn't stop at one store. We went to 3 thrift stores yesterday. So I also got, let me go over here, these. It's a package of postcards that I can alter, but they already have the postcard design on the back, and I can alter it. And they were $1, and I think there's 30 in there. Yeah, there's 30 postcards for $1. And of course, we had to stop by Jeff's dad's, and I have Jeff's dad and my mother just trained very, very well. Dad gets his cereal from Sam's in these fabulous cardboard boxes that is actually corrugated cardboard, but real thin. Fabulous for journal covers. So, got a box. And my mom has been trained to save all her envelopes for me. So, I have all of her envelopes. And then, oops, all of her envelopes. And then she saved me, I don't know where, oh, his little name just disappeared. Anyways, where he came from, but she had found him for me. And we had to go to the Army Navy surplus store, and that was a fun experience. This is Kevlar. He gave me this to experiment with. This is some little pieces, but he has it by the yard. And this is just regular Kevlar. And this is Kevlar with a resin coating, which really looks interesting. I haven't decided what I'm going to try doing with it yet, but I just wanted to play with it. And I found this really cool, it's a name badge, but it says Grace. And for some reason, it just spoke to me. And then we had to go to marine store. I have wanted some of these big crimp tubes. Now, I have some somewhere. If I can get this to focus. Anyways, it's a big crimp tube. It's very much like a jewelry tube, only giant. And I have some. Do you think I can find them? No. So I had to go buy some new ones, and I have never had the tool big enough to do these big crimps. And that is an experiment that I want to try, but I'll have to tell you about that later. But I had to show you the bag that my crimp tools and crimps came in. So on the last stop, oh gosh, my hand is hurting. We went to a paper store that some of the girls had been telling me about, and they have really great deals on paper. They have this bargain shelf, and I got this big batch of index card paper for $2. See the price? Guess why? Because somebody cut it wrong. It's 8 by 11 instead of 8.5 by 11. And I got these 3 packs of test papers. And the reason I had gone there was because I needed some big sheets of cardstock in white. I have some big ones in a yellow color, but I wanted some white ones. And this whole big, let's see how many sheets, 150 sheets of 57-pound cardstock at 13 by 19 was $8. So check out your printer supply places. Excuse me. Places that have the supply printers. She also gave me some interesting literature that has some good information on sizes of envelopes, and this talks about the weights of paper. I was asking her about how I know the difference between what 57 felt like compared to 20, and feeling it is all. This is 100 pound, so this cover stock 100 pound, 120 pound, and I know the numbers are on there, but when I go to buy something, it's always nice to be able to tell her exactly what I want. So anyways, that's what I did for my birthday. And now that I've shown you, I get to put it all away. Have fun. Bye.